People are starting to wise up.
Well,
I think people are starting to realize exactly the difference.
one thing, you guys, and this is one major difference between Season 1 video of Epileptic Gaming and now, is that obviously during Season 1, I was a monster advocate for the PS3. But when asked, what do you spend most of your time on, the answer was undoubtedly the 360.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Same here.
in the past 4 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, that has now officially changed. Mm-hmm. Nearly every game that I can purchase for the 360 is available on my PS3. And only because I was handed the 360 version of the Simpsons game did I actually fire up my 360 and play it. But my PS3 has been used almost exclusively in my household now for Eye of Judgment, for Ratchet and Clank, and it will be for Call of Duty 4.
Are you playing Ratchet and Clank?
What?
Are you playing Ratchet and Clank?
I've rented it, yes. I am now playing it.
Amazing.
For Folklore, I've been keeping myself busy. Now, when Mass Effect comes out, am I going to go back to my 360? Yes, I am. But for those that used to say the 360 isn't a console that you could just, it can't be your alternative, that is now bullshit. It is a fucking legitimate alternative right now, and I have finally made that jump. Now, I'm not just saying that or saying that to prove a point. Mm-hmm. It's just that it's got the games that I am playing now.
Yeah.
And there's no reason for me to have to fucking buy the 360 version of Call of Duty 4 and then go from Eye of Judgment and switch over to the 360. I don't want to do that. I want to stay on one console.
Yes.
When I've got an exclusive title like Mass Effect, I will go back. And I'm sure people are the exact opposite. When Metal Gear 4 comes out, they're going to be all over that. They're going to be playing their PS3 because it is exclusive. But they're going to keep the 360 as their exclusive console.
Yeah,
so,
there's no reason for me to turn on 360. I have Judgment in the disc slot. I downloaded Warhawk, downloaded Everyday Shooter. That's all I've needed. I had no desire to play my 360. I played a 360 game for the first time in a while this weekend. I played a little bit of Time Shift, and that's about it.
Force, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm just thinking about how much dust I had to wipe off my PS3 before I plugged in Eye of Judgment. I'm totally not in the same ballpark.
Well, that's
as you
because
guys.
you're going after achievements.
Yeah,
you're also
but
trying to review every single game that's out there. I'm actually now just playing games that I enjoy playing. I am completely satisfied with just Warhawk and Eye of Judgment. They are complete experiences. They're fun. I have no desire to play anything else.
Well, I mean, now it's a case of people can actually buy games for their
now
PS3,
you can buy games,
which was last season or even 4 months ago. This wasn't the case.
That's true.
If I'm a fresh PS3 owner, I could be very, very happy purchasing Ratchet and Clank, purchasing Heavenly Sword, Eye of Judgment, Resistance. Even to this day is still a great title. You've obviously got the upcoming game, but games like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty 4, these games are now coming out. They're multi-platform. You could choose which one.
Guitar Hero 3.
Are you going to consistently stay with the 360? Can we just assume that?
I think so, especially when it comes to multiplayer. But you know what? First-person shooters would have always been 360 regardless. But
I think that's going to change.
Foreseeable future,
dude.
I don't really know what else I'm looking forward to on PS3 except for maybe Uncharted.
Uncharted. And by the way, a demo hits this week of Uncharted.
Yeah, but what's wrong with playing the great games that are out now? Why? Those games
all my
I
PS3 experiences seem so short. I busted through Heavenly Sword, Lair, and Ratchet and Clank all in a day or two. So, I mean, it's just...
Yeah, but guess what?
I burned through it real quick and I'm done with it.
I don't want to hear it. I mean, I don't think that that's system specific. Gears of War was fucking short.
But I mean, you got to look at all the other shit I have on the 360. I can't believe you guys aren't orange boxing it up like motherfuckers. That game...
I am on the PC.
Well, all right.
I just have no desire. I'm completely satisfied with those two games.
Simple man.
It's more enjoyable an experience, not to have to feel like you have to play every single game. Like, I just really enjoy those two games. I got a great shooter in Warhawk. When I want to relax and play something, more thoughtful, I play Eye of Judgment.
Starting to sound like me, buddy.
Yeah, let's get a
it.
second opinion on this. Let's ring up Dr. Rome over here because Rome actually brought me a little surprise this morning. It's not mine to keep, but was something nice. As wireless Guitar Hero 3 PS3 controller with the PS3 version of the game. Rance, you've been borrowing a lot of PS3 games from me. You've been watching a lot of Blu-rays. I just sort of have this feeling that maybe you're like starting to see the light a little bit.
starting to see the light. I've always seen the light. The problem is there hasn't been shit available for me.
There you
man.
go.
And you
Yeah.
know what? I think that is changing. I think you're absolutely right. Anytime now that a title comes out that is on both, I find myself leaning towards the PS3 simply because I like the controller better, man. And
Yeah.
it has to do with the games that are real heavy dual analog. Like for instance, when I was going to buy Dirt yesterday, it was like 360 Dirt or PS3 Dirt, and I have the demo on PS3, and for some reason it's not readily available all over. I don't know if it's even out yet, but it was not available, and I found myself being really bummed out, being forced to buy the 360 version of it. So I mean, but yeah, I've got Everyday Shooter. Yeah, I've got Heavenly Sword. Yeah, I've got Guitar Hero 3 on PS3 now. When I get Rock Band, I'm gonna hope that it comes out on PS3 and it's still
will.
good. And
It's out.
yeah, I mean that's my system of choice.
How much is Blu-ray playing? Because
Oh, yeah.
like the fact that you were like, "Yo, I signed up to Netflix. I'm
Oh,
getting
yeah.
Blue." Like that blows my fucking mind, dude.
that's
Because 8
why.
months ago you were not there.
Yeah, well, that's why I signed up for Netflix, bro. Is because I got the Blu-ray player with my PS3, and now I'm addicted to high def movies. And
yeah.
you know, the cheapest and easiest way to do it is to join Netflix and have that shit mailed to your house instead of
Yep.
paying $40 for
That's
a
what I
Blu-ray
do.
somewhere.
That's what I've been doing
Yeah,
since it came out.
It
Yeah.
works like a charm, man. I mean, I couldn't be happier. I got 3 fresh movies a week at least in, and I've got fresh games to play on the system, and the downloads are firing up. I really think it's starting to snowball for the PS3 right
Yeah.
now, man. I mean, honestly.
Well, and you know what? The performance of Call of Duty 4, the performance of Assassin's Creed are really going to give big big points to the PS3 or take big points away, I think. Which it's just going to be interesting to see. I mean, this holiday season is going to be fucking awesome, dude. I can't wait. Whether you've got a PS3, it's been collecting dust. Whether you've got a Wii and it's been collecting dust. Whether you've not been satisfied with the 360 offerings, you know, this holiday season is going to have something for everyone.
Are you really looking forward to Mass Effect?
Yeah, I am.
Really?
I am for. I got to be
How
honest
can you
with
not be?
Yeah, that
I
game
don't
to
know, I
me
just-
has actually been the most lucrative hype of all of them. You know, BioShock, yeah. You know, I was definitely on that hype, loved it. But I think that Mass Effect, man, and I don't know.
If
Mass
it's like
Effect to
Coder,
me,
I'll like it. I mean, I really like the Coder series.
it just seems, it's not. And that's why I would play it. I thought Coder was and he's talking about Knights of the Old Republic, the BioWare game. This game is more like it has the decision making and the narrative of Coder.
That's what I like, yeah.
But it's almost like Warhawk looking third person over the back FPS.
Well, I've heard
style.
Gears of War comparison. It looks fucking dope.
Well, I would rather use Warhawk as a comparison because I think that fucking engine owns it. So
that game is how shooters should be done.
yes. Yeah, that's right,
You
bitches.
laugh, but that's fucking
I just
true.
fucking knocked the Unreal Engine, okay? Yeah.
I'm
Silicon
not
Knights.
going to base it on Gears of War. I don't really consider that one even in the same competition as other online shooters.
All right, fair enough.
All right, man.
I like first-person shooters. That one just doesn't feel like first-person shooter. to
What
me.
does
It's a
it?
third-person shooter. That's why.
Yeah.
Gears of War.
It's a third person.
That's because
And
it's third person.
there's a more superior third person shooter out. It's called Warhawk.
Yep.
Look into it sometime.
Check it out.
Check it out.
By the
So,
way, Warhawk was sold out from Best Buy. I tried to get it.
yeah.
Good. Should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
It's a fucking hot
Can't
game.
you just download it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not his.
You don't
can
get the headset, man. I want the headset.
Actually,
You got
dude,
the iToy.
the iToy is the bomb headset now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
because I've fucking best $70 I ever spent, you guys. I mean, we're gonna review Eye of Judgment. I'll tell you all
Eye
about
of
it,
Judgment
but-
wasn't anywhere because I looked for that too. I was on a mission and I had to settle for Guitar Hero 3. Like,
That's
I
good.
was on a mission to spend money.
Really?
And you
Nobody wanted
I
my
would've
money.
been
Guys, we're trying to
thrilled
buy
if
your
I was like, I
Fuck
want to
Eye of
buy
Judgment.
fucking Eye of
Fuck.
Judgment and Warhawk and
Dude,
Dirt
I
on
would've been
PS3
stoked.
now.
There were plenty of
I'm
Wii games,
stoked.
though, huh?
Yeah.
I would love to see Rance play Eye of Judgment. I just can't picture him doing it. You need to get that shit on film.
Dude, ask Wheat how dominant I was in the world of
I wanna see
Warcraft
Rance lay
trading
down
cards.
cards.
Yeah, Rance actually will fucking play those games, but I got the impression maybe that he wasn't that interested in Eye of Judgment.
Only when you play it. Once
It's
you
like
start
playing
playing
an RPG for me, man. I mean,
It's
I
really
get
not.
so addicted and then my life stops when I run into a good game like that.
Yeah.
And that's what I fear with Eye of Judgment, but I was
My
going to
life
take the
has
plunge.
been addicted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing
Yeah.
for like 6-hour stretches till 2 in the morning.
I'm still doing that.
Not
guys.
watching TV.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. You can actually find, in fact, Grayscale, a former host of Epileptic Gaming, actually messaged me and was like, the fact that you are on at fucking 2 a.m. playing a game means that you must love that game because I
Yeah.
have not seen this in 4 years.
I don't stop playing. Like
And
I'll
it's
be
true.
playing and like I'll be like, God, this last game, I swear, last game.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like something
It's
will happen
over.
in the game, like, oh, well, I need to test this out again. So then it just keeps going.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about. But anyway, so what I was talking about with the headset and Warhawk, which you were talking about buying, the iToy serves as a microphone and a fucking way better microphone than the headset
Oh,
that
yeah.
you get in Warhawk.
Oh, yeah.
So I would actually say spend, because what, for $60 in the store, you get Warhawk and you get the headset. Spend fucking the $70 on Eye of Judgment, get a great game and the fucking camera, and then download Warhawk.
That's what
and
I
you're
would
going to basically spend the same amount anyway. You don't get the headset right, but the iToy headset can just sit anywhere in your room.
There's some good
and that
iToy-
shit will pick up. The microphone on it is amazing. Like Fat Baby was hearing. We have a child monitor for Mini Wheat, right? And there is music playing in his room. And through the monitor, you could barely hear music. I was playing Fat Baby online, and he was like, do I hear the song, the elephant song from Moulin Rouge in the background? And I'm like, yeah, but I can fucking barely hear it. And he's like, oh, I hear it clear as day. I'm like, that microphone must be fucking awesome. And it was. So something to consider. I don't know if you could get the iToy separate.
You can.
You can.
Yes. I believe
How
it's
much
40
is it?
bucks.
40
right?
bucks?
Yeah.
Dude,
So
buy
nice.
EOJ. Buy
Yeah.
Eye of Judgment.
It's $39.99.
Definitely cool.
And there's some good PSN like iToy games coming out and titles and things you can do with your iToy. So like that aquarium thing.
I
actually.
see that.